Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 142 until I am a YouTube millionaire. It is Easter, so happy Easter. He is risen. And it also just so happens to be 420 Blaze It today, April 20th, 2025. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to once more read an essay to you that I wrote back around 2017 timeframe. It's called Every Possible Advantage. So let's go ahead and get to this. It all becomes a jumbled, convoluted mess when we shirk the notions of non-intervention that our founding fathers in the United States so espoused. The very idea of having a standing army to begin with was nearly completely railed against, and something for which I personally am disgusted we have found a necessity for. But one must operate within the reality in which they exist. If they want to make any real, palpable change, so long as we act as the infiltrator, it is still possible to make a difference, to tear down the structures that so bind us, to tear down the structures that call us to kill each other. This is the truth of any member of the military, with the fire of humanity beating within their hearts. Before I continue, I did want to elaborate on this. The number of individuals within the military that are genuinely bad actors is a small number. I can tell you this from experience. Whoever or whatever I am as an individual, the good guys, because they were in an institution that would not allow them to do anything else, would always give me a wide berth. They would leave the situation as much as they possibly could. The only thing that remained was enough people in any situation in order to maintain the illusion that the military was actually there to help people. So I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, with certainty, that the overwhelming majority of people within the military are good people. It is simply those that have been put into positions of power, that only listen to orders, and don't understand what an unlawful order actually is, that mess it up for everybody. I'll give you an example of this. When I was in pilot training at Del Rio, Texas, it was Laughlin Air Force Base, and usually it took about 3 weeks before my leadership discovered this program that they had going on with me behind the scenes. And when that happened, the leadership almost unilaterally would retire from the military. Not unilaterally, but almost. And it was only after several iterations of leadership and several points at which all of the other trainees were meant to be pushed away from me. They had all other fake obligations put up for the day so that I would be alone in the room. Would one captain be made to be the commander of the unit that would not quit immediately? Because kind of like that person would read the writing on the wall that eventually somebody was going to have to stay. And if somebody was going to have to stay, then it might as well be somebody that could be forgiven, I guess. I could get deeper into that, but I'll leave it at that for now. I have never personally been directly responsible for the deaths of anyone in my time in the military, but am saddened that the darkness within our family has necessitated its existence for such an extended period, with such massive reach. 99% of my colleagues agree. No military member, save for the mindless beast, is in the military for self-aggrandizement or ego, out of barbaric tendencies within us, out of an innate desire to kill. We are acting as the stopgap, as the person that sees a grenade and is willing to jump on it and yell at everyone else to run away. We use ourselves as collateral, knowing that it isn't just our bodies that die when we sacrifice ourselves by taking the lives of others who wish to do harm upon the righteous. We are also sacrificing our souls. We know this, at least in some small shape, way, or form. I do not hold up the military as a false idol, which is why I so rarely mention my association with it, only in specific circles when it comes up in discussion, things of that nature. It is not something I'm necessarily proud of, not something on its own I am ashamed of. I hold no allegiance to the edifice, only to the principles that I am trying to defend, the principles which keep the righteous safe and the wicked in fear. I know of no one of my colleagues who maintain different opinions in these matters. I will leave when it is discovered that I can no longer defend these principles in this capacity. So far, while my path has been challenging, it has not been disappointing. This was back in 2017. I was disappointed in the end. The free world has been controlled, yes, controlled, by interests at the very top with genuinely evil intent for a long time. And it would seem that they could use the military as fodder. Reference Henry Kissinger's proclamation, "Military men are dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns in foreign policy." Yes, he actually said that. But they can use us only tacitly, for the military is not bloodthirsty, because it is us that have signed the blank check, payable upon our death in our own blood to the United States Constitution and its people. This is a tactics versus strategy situation. The short-term seizure of the actions of evil people to open up a pocket for better people to be able to see the bastards behind the scenes for who they are, as they try to kill and or enslave us all. I am neither proud of my service, nor am I ashamed of it. I do it because my human family makes it worth it. I would sacrifice myself because you all mean enough to do so. You mean everything. Yes, you. You know who I am talking to. All military forces across the world must end eventually, and it is the duty of the military member to aid in this goal, however slowly, in whatever capacity. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they have done. I'll jump on the grenade, as I know the military members that were my friends would do the same. Again, guys, happy Easter. That's what I have for you today. Every one of them is a martyr in some way, shape, or form. All right, guys. Love y'all. Peace.